Yo, what is good, guys? Welcome back to my channel for another freaking video. For those of you who don't know, my name is Danny and I make skateboarding and lifestyle related videos here for the YouTube. And today we are here at Thomas Greene Park today, and I forgot to intro this video because we just started skating right when we got here. I'm here with George, so you're gonna see some skating from the both of us. And as you can already tell by the title of this video, I'm gonna be giving you guys 3 tips for skating switch, or 3 tips to make skating switch easier. I use these 3 tips every single time when I skate switch, or every time I'm trying to learn a new switch trick. So I hope that you can utilize these tips, and I hope that they'll help improve your switch skate game. So every time that we come here, George has like the need to try back tails, which is not a bad thing because he's actually been getting pretty good at them. So now that means that I have to keep practicing back tails so that George doesn't freaking just start showing me up on the one trick that I can do that George doesn't have as good. So I'm gonna practice back tails as well because lately we've been slacking on that trick a bit. So let's just do it. Alright, so George did end up getting the back tail before me, but it's all good. I still showed him up with the back tail shove. Not just kidding, it shouldn't be like that, but we did just have a really fun time practicing back tails on this ledge. And I think that's like mainly what skateboarding is about. Having a good time with your friends and trying to be better and progress in any way that you can. It is also insanely fucking cold. My hands are like frozen, I cannot move them. So thankfully I didn't fall. All right guys, so these tips are not necessarily how you should skate switch. They're just tips that have helped me throughout my skateboarding life. So I wanted to relay these tips to you, so hopefully they can help you out as well. All right guys, and tip number 1 is to not change up your foot positioning too crazy. A lot of people like to complicate it and they like to switch up the foot positioning for some tricks. For me personally, and for a few people that I've spoken to, the trick is to really just keep your feet the exact same way that you would do it switch. So a lot of people for switch kick flips, they'll put their foot like their flick foot like barely on the board so that their foot can flick out. While that may help you in the beginning, later on when you're trying to learn these tricks downstairs over gaps, that's not gonna help you because you're not gonna be able to get the right flick out and the board's just gonna like flick like crazy down the stairs. So if it's a switch flip, keep your foot almost identical as to how you would if you're doing a regular kick flip. On both kick flip and switch flip, I like to keep my foot like right underneath the bolts, and that helps me get the best flick for my regular kick flips and my switch flips. And the same thing goes for every trick basically. As long as you keep your foot pretty much the same way you would for your regular tricks, the board is gonna flick the same way, because you have to remember that just because it's switch doesn't mean it's different. It's the exact same trick, you're riding in the exact same direction, your body is just turned differently. Now, as you can tell, it's pretty clear that I have a better switch flip than a regular kick flip, and the only reason for that is because a few years ago I rolled my left ankle really badly, so I had to skate only switch for like literally a year. So that helped me get a much better switch flick, but you can tell that the foot positioning is basically the same on both of those tricks. And tip number 2 is to keep your shoulders parallel with the board, stay straight, and keep your weight centered. This is the same thing for when you do any trick in skateboarding, but a lot of people when they do switch, they'll be riding on their board and then they just like kind of start turning as they're doing a trick. Like if they're gonna do a switch flip, they'll kind of start turning like they're doing a switch frontside flip, or even the opposite way, like they're doing a switch backside flip. You have to be able to keep your weight centered and keep your shoulders straight so that as you're moving along, the board will continue to go with you. I have a problem with switch tray flips. I don't think I've ever landed a switch tray, and my problem with that is that I cannot keep my shoulders straight. I can't like jump forward with the board while keeping my shoulders straight. So I always do a switch tray and the board like spirals out of control. But I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to learn them. I'm not perfect by any means. So we're on this journey together to get better at our switch skateboarding. All right, guys, and tip number 3 is to practice riding switch. If you're really not comfortable riding switch, then I recommend either outside your house or in a flat area like this, just practice rolling around switch and then try going faster and faster so that you become more comfortable in that stance. Because if you're trying to learn all these switch tricks but you're not comfortable standing on the board switch, the tricks are not going to work out. Maybe you'll learn them going very slowly, but when you try to apply speed, the trick's going to become way more difficult. So I would say practice just skating switch as much as possible so that you feel comfortable on your board. Later, George.
Later, man.
All right, guys, yeah, and that is the end of this freaking video. We just finished Vlogmas day 6. I can't believe that we made it this far already. I'm super stoked to continue and be able to finish this entire challenge. It's definitely been a little bit hard, but I think that I'm finally starting to find the groove, so I can't wait to keep putting these videos out. Vlogmas number 7 will be out tomorrow, so make sure you come back for that. And that's it, guys. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you leave it a fat thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already, because we are growing, and growth is part of progression, and that's always cool. If you are subscribed, make sure you turn those post notifications on so that you're notified whenever I post a video. But guys, that's it. I'm gonna sign off for now, and as with every single one of these videos, I want to leave you with 3 things. Let's don't forget to have fun, be happy, and love skateboarding. Peace out, guys.